Hello and welcome all you basketball fans for another installment of YSN Live Basketball, as two YSN schools going at it today in the Austintown Fitch Falcons and the Louisville Leopards. As with the ball, opening tip is Deshaun Vaughn Jr. and the Falcons. Starters, Gianni Maley, Devin Sherwood, Allen Underwood, Joe Roth, Deshaun Vaughn Jr. for the Falcons. On the other side, Zach Zeman, Will Aljancic, Chase Mullen, Tyler Bolden, and A.J. Ligenhole for the Louisville Leopards. And a nice take by Devin Sherwood, immediately getting the Falcons on the board 2-0 to start. Trying to get it on the other end and losing it on the tip, as here comes Allen Underwood with a nice crossover move. Underwood beats him to the hole, up 4-0 early on for the Falcons. As with 7:15 already left in the first quarter, 4-0 lead for the Falcons. Faking the three, tried to go inside with the post and reading it, steal away again for Underwood and the Falcons, as Fitch trying to get going early. The fake, the three up, put it up and in, and the Falcons bursting through the doors, trying to get an early lead. They've already started 7-0 run, little over a minute to go. Louisville with the clear height advantage on the court. Smallest player stands at 5'10". Largest is A.J. Ligenhole on the inside. He's a 6'7" post, as Joe Roth on that post player, Ligenhole, and that is going to be offensive foul, as using a little bit too much English on it was Tyler Bolden going inside, driving baseline. Couldn't quite get his position well enough established, as Joe Roth did have position established, as send it back to Fitch. Trying to press now on the Falcons. Seaman on Maley. As setting the screen, Maley goes to the right, hand off to Allen Underwood. Allen Underwood, Joe Roth on two screens there, trying to get someone open. Over to Sherwood now, as Sherwood back to the handoff of Deshaun Vaughn Jr. rather. Vaughn tries to work it to that corner, drives baseline, got that spot, and the foul going up. Picking it up will be Tyler Bolden. Louisville coming in today 3-1, Fitch 2-3 on the year. Both big wins. Louisville is number 7 in the top 10 power rankings for YSN. They came off of a win against number 4 Canfield in Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse this past Sunday. Fitch, of course, coming off of a win over number 10 Mooney too, as both teams with a win over a team in the top 10 currently. As making these first of two free throws is Vaughn, and it's already 8-0 in the lead. Checking in now for the Leopards is Charlie Roberts. 6-11 in the first. Deshaun Vaughn, his second of two, takes a bounce off back iron, but ultimately falls through, and a 9-0 run to start for Fitch. As Louisville now just trying to stop the bleeding. Coach Siegfried, winningest coach in Louisville history on that boys basketball side of things. As Charlie Roberts over to Ligenhole, now dishes to Aljancic. Will Aljancic now goes to that corner. Great defense by the Falcons, trying to suffocate the Leopards on that perimeter. Going inside, trying to back down, use that strength. A.J. Ligenhole couldn't quite get it out of bounds. They will keep it with the Leopards. But Fitch doing what they need to do, trying to be as physical as they can with the clear height disadvantage. Looking for that pass, and they do get that one inside. Mullen has to kick out to Aljancic. Will Aljancic tries to drive baseline back to Mullen. Extra pass inside Ligenhole, and they're going to get the foul called. We'll see who it's called on. And they're going to say a blocking foul on Joe Roth. Didn't quite have his feet set. Roth trying to get those charges, though, and that's what you're going to have to do with the sides down low. Was in the act of shooting, so Ligenhole now going to the line for a pair. 5:36 remain in this first quarter play, as Louisville looking to get on the board now here in the first. As Falcons trying to burst out of the gate with offense, and Louisville still trying to look for their first point at an offense, as that one rims out. As the Leopards' second free throw attempt by Ligenhole does fall through, and the Leopards do get their first points of the quarter. As Maley kicking over to Underwood. Allen Underwood backs up. He's in the corner. He got trapped, losing the handle back out to Vaughn. as they find Devin Sherwood in the corner, tries to load it up from distance, couldn't finish. Nice rebound down low by the Leopards. Pushing the pace is Charlie Roberts. He's going to back up now, kick it to that corner. Zach Seaman looking for the pass inside again to Ligonhole on the cut. Seaman with the shot up and in. Nice ball movement assist from Ligonhole to Seaman. We're at 5 minutes, and that's the first field goal made by the Leopards now. Deshaun Vaughn at the wing, backs out to Maley, now to Sherwood. Trying to bring those traps. Maley, Aljancic picks him up. They're going to double him, get it to the corner with Vaughn. Now inside Sherwood, has to dribble out, gets it to Underwood. Underwood thought about splitting the defense, has two guys on him, goes to his right, stuck in the corner inside to Roth, and they're going to call the foul as Louisville getting him up on the arm, and they're going to call that one on Charlie Roberts, who just checked in for the Leopards. He's going to pick up his first foul, and already teamed 3 fouls for the Leopards. 4:37. Fitch looking to inbound from the baseline. They get it into Roth, kicks it out to Maley. Now to Underwood, who takes the drive baseline, steps in, has to kick it back out now to Maley. Under 4.5 to go in this first quarter of play. Fitch resetting in the half court. Maley over to Underwood. Underwood drives to his right, has to back out, now goes to that baseline. He got the seam, he got the finish, and back up by 8 are the Falcons. Here come the Leopards trying to respond in transition. Charlie Roberts at the logo. Roberts goes to his left, kicks it to Ligonhole in the corner, tries to feed that inside pass, hits the hand of a Falcon and ends up with Fitch. Underwood lost it from the back. Good pick of the pocket by the Leopards, hitting a few bodies. Will Aljancic ends up with it. A fake goes up with it, but a traveling violation is called on Aljancic down low. Say he shuffled his feet in the paint. They send it back to Fitch. 3:53 in this one, and now bringing it up is Maley. Under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter of play. Maley kicks it out to Underwood. Fitch trying to move the ball constantly. Again, corner 3 up from Sherwood. Couldn't finish that one. Just strong as Fitch. Couple of key misses from distance. Here comes Charlie Roberts. No, he backs out now. Sherwood picks him up defensively, tries to kick it, and does kick it to that right. Will Aljancic with it. The Leopards go around the horn. Charlie Roberts ends up with it. Shake and bake now back out to Ligonhole. Ligonhole has to get it back to Roberts off the screen. Roberts loses the handle on it. Allen Underwood with the active hands finishes it in transition. Allen Underwood up by 10 now are the Falcons here in the first quarter of play. As the Leopards trying to get some offense going. Nice tip by Roth into the hands of Sherwood. Sherwood bringing it up now. Kicks it over to Deshaun Vaughn. Fakes it to the left, and now he's going to back out on offense. Goes to the dribble and back out to Roth as the Falcons staying disciplined on their offense, trying to get the best shot off. Constant ball movement here. Louisville doing a good job this time, slowing it down. Deep shot up, no good for Deshaun Vaughn, trying to get a heat check up and in. We're under 2.5 to go in the first quarter of play. A lot of on-court coaching we are hearing from Coach Beanie and his assistants, just screaming defensive cues and defensive strategies and where these guys need to be. Starting off really well against Louisville. Ligonhole tries to use power down low. Another rebound for the Falcons. Here goes in transition Maley with the shot, no good with the mid-ranger. Rebounded again, and it's going to be, I believe, a timeout called. Let's see. 30-second, I believe, timeout is called by the Louisville Leopards at 2 minutes left to go. It's a 13-3 Falcons lead. We'll take a timeout with the Leopards here. We'll be back right after this on YSN Live.
21 News.
Valley hear why the police chief expand before
Reporters you trust.
Mahoning in Trumbull recovering from a
Telling
broken
more local stories
A community in Niles
here in Youngstown, right
around our valley.
Here at the University of Dayton,
Because you expect
A storybook ending for the Kennedy this evening. That will push away as we go through.
more local news.
in Mercer County.
before they become life-threatening.
21 News. Locally owned. Locally connected.
Welcome back, everybody, here. 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter of play. The Falcons leading it by 10. Louisville with possession, though, trying to get a quick bucket. Missing on that steal. Mullen has to kick it back out. Traveling violation is called, though, as Louisville quickly becoming their own worst enemy here in this one with turnovers, trying to figure it out. As uncharacteristic from this Leopards offense that is usually very dynamic. Maley try to go shake and bake, kick it over to Sherwood now. Sherwood has to find Maley again. Good passing so far in this first four. The Falcons. Sherwood has it, goes to Vaughn. As Vaughn has to back out now. Vaughn goes on the attack, looking for that pass inside. Extra pass to Sherwood, who was on the baseline. Steps back, mid-ranger, couldn't finish as Sherwood. Cold shooting night to start in the first quarter for Sherwood. He's trying to figure it out offensively. Falcons still up by 10. Louisville trying to get some offense going. That pass was tipped, and it's going to be off of the Falcons. Keep it with Louisville. 70 seconds to go in the first. As Charlie Roberts to be inbounding. Looking for passing lane. Not a whole lot open, does get that one in time, though. As Zach Seaman with it, Maley covering him. The handoff, tries to drive in with Mullen. The pass was intended to go to the top of the key, but miscommunication at 61 seconds. Another turnover for the Leopards. Give it back to the Falcons. As Marcel Finkley inbounded. We're under a minute to go. Finkley ends up with it. Cross-court pass to Deshaun Vaughn Jr. And the Falcons goes back to the corner, and they're going to and they got a timeout, 30-second timeout called by Coach Beanie. We'll stay right here through the timeout at 43.9 left to go in the first quarter, and Coach Beanie wanting to save possession right now, obviously, clearly with momentum, and this is a very good Louisville team. Like we said, just came off of a win off of number 4 ranked Canfield that was in Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, as Louisville right now is number 7 ranked in the power rankings, as Fitch, knowing after coming off of that win off of number 10 Mooney, just on the road, which was a big win for them on the road. 2 road wins against Hudson and Mooney on the season, has Fitch generating some momentum as they have an early lead here and they want to keep that momentum well through. As we know, Coach Siegfried led teams never down and out of it for quite too long. He's the winningest head coach over in Louisville for a reason. As Devin Sherwood looks for that pass from baseline, has to go to Finkley at the logo. As Finkley and the Falcons looking to conserve and use this for the last shot at 33 seconds. Here comes Vaughn, tries to go inside with it, puts it up and in. Does it count with it? I don't believe so. I think they got it before. No. They're going to call Charlie Roberts with his second his second foul, as it was not in the act of shooting. A.J. Lingenhold to check back in. Mullen checks out. As Kyle Vesley also checking in, as Charlie Roberts has to take a seat now, as a couple of Leopards in foul trouble early on. Goes back to Finkley. Under 30 seconds to go. Finkley hands it off to Sherwood. Sherwood looking for the passing lane, keeps it back over to Finkley at 20 seconds. Finkley tries to go all the way in, and they're going to call the foul on the inside. Tried to split the defense, and they're going to call that one on the newly checked in Vesley. And these freshly checked in players need to try to keep themselves out of foul trouble, as Louisville has a deep enough bench that they could go into, but you got to imagine Coach Siegfried was not planning on going to 9, 10, 11 in the bench this early. As 12 seconds and ticking, Deshaun Vaughn Jr. with the ball. Fitch holding for the last shot of the quarter. Vaughn goes on the attack. Nice spin move, kicks it off. Sherwood, last second shot. Rattle that one up and in as that clock is going to expire. Shot does not count. It's a 15-3 first quarter for the Austintown Fitch Falcons, leading it by 12. We'll be back right after this on YSNLive.com.
Coca's Pizza, always supporting our community and our local athletes. Stop in on game day or score big and have it delivered right to your door. Check out our daily specials at cocaspizza.com. That's Coca's Pizza, we serve it hot.
Welcome back, everybody, here on YSNLive.com. Ty Bartel joining you along with the action here of Austintown Fitch Falcons and the Louisville Leopards boys basketball action here as the Leopards struggling in that first. Fitch taking advantage 15-3. They lead it after one as Louisville getting another talk with Coach Siegfried. We'll see what the different looks look like coming out of that first quarter as Louisville definitely looking to come out with a much improved second. Will Aljancic opening up with possession. Vaughn is covering. Aljancic tried to get that one over to Bolden. That was knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Sherwood. Keep it again with Louisville. As Bo Siegfried to be inbounding, and he gets that one into Ligonhole. As Will Aljancic ends up with a three-pointer up and in as Will Aljancic barely touches the net on the way down. Big bucket to get him back within 9 as that was a big shot to open up the second for the Leopards. As Maley to that corner. Here comes Underwood, drives baseline with that reverse. Nice move by Underwood. As the Falcons getting another point up and in. Louisville adjusting to that press. Pressure coming from the full court from the Falcons. Bolden goes in. Bolden tries to finish. Couldn't get it. Offensive board. Second chance opportunity. And he does get the foul that time. Shooting foul going to be called. As going to the line is going to be number 22, Tyler Bolden. As Evan Sali looking to check in for the Falcons. As Bolden, first of 2 free throws, is up and in. Trims that Falcons lead back down to 10. And Bolden's 2 for 2 at the line that time. Back down to single digits for the Leopards. As Maley, Will Aljancic trying to pick him up back over to Underwood. Allen Underwood trying to get that one away as now Bolden comes up with it. Losing the handle into Underwood. Nice pass and save by Underwood as Sherwood with the ball. Over to the corner. Underwood tries to go baseline. Over to Sherwood now. Sherwood at the wing, dials it up from distance, couldn't finish down low. Rebounded by Aljancic. Will Aljancic losing the handle on it as another turnover. Underwood gets his pocket pick all the way. Bo Siegfried up and in with the bucket. Back within 7 is Louisville. As Deshaun Vaughn Jr. back out to Underwood. 6:20 in the first half of play. Over to Maley. As Gianni Maley tries to split through that defense, works it to the corner. Out to Will Aljancic, who picks it off. Tries to go all the way, and a reach in on the foul as Devin Sherwood trying to slow it down. Only foul number 3 for the Falcons. As it's going to be a timeout. As a full timeout called by the Falcons, and it's a 17-10 lead at that. We'll take a timeout with Fitch right after this on YSN Live.
I enjoy the fact that I come to work every day. I'm proud of what I do, and I go home to my family, and I set a good example for my children. And to see that I'm able to help someone in the situation that I might have been in, it makes me feel really good about it. Take your time, make sure you're comfortable. So that way when you leave here saying, I'm not only happy about the car, I'm satisfied with my experience. I'm completely satisfied. I'm Greg Fonda, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. you're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Louisville to inbound.
As we are back here, Louisville with possession. A.J. Ligonwell got the pocket picked and coming up with it, Deshaun Vaughn Jr. as another steal for the Falcons. Deshaun Vaughn tries to cut it inside, work it back out, but stolen away by Seaman. As just trying to pass out of the shot was a little bit too far in no man's land. As another pass tipped away, Allen Underwood as getting the foul on his way up. Allen Underwood doing a phenomenal job in that transition game and converting defensive steals into offensive opportunities for the Falcons. Underwood now to the line for two more as we see checking in Tyler Bolden for the Leopards, coming in at 5:44 in the first half of play. As Underwood lines up, first of two. And that one takes a dance around the rim, but is no good. As Underwood now looking to convert at least one of two on his second attempt. And the second one is up and in. Back up by 8 are the Falcons. As Bolden to Seaman now finding Ligonwell. Solly pressuring him. Bolden ends up with it, kicking it to the corner. Corner three by Siegfried. No good by Bo Siegfried as Evan Solly over to Devin Sherwood. Now to Maley. As Sherwood finds Vaughn inside as nice pass off with some hands though as Solly couldn't get the hand on it. Was a good pass nonetheless by Underwood down low on baseline. As Siegfried gets it over to Will Aljancic. Now to that corner. Bolden inside to Ligonwell corner, or I should say hook shot rather, from the low post. No good for Ligonwell. As Underwood to Sherwood, now back over to Vaughn. We're under 5 minutes to go, first half of play. Falcons not rushing on offense, trying to be smart with it as a nice take for Deshaun Vaughn. Back up by 10. As you'll see Coach Siegfried just throw his hands up. There's nothing you could really do about that. That's just better offense by Deshaun Vaughn Jr. Almost with the steal. Will Aljancic looks to make him pay. Couldn't do so from distance. Rebound ends up in the hands of the Leopards. Back over to Siegfried. Bo Siegfried works it inside to the big man. 6'7" Ligonwell. Tries a spin off of Solly inside to Seaman. Knocked loose. Ends up with it. Hitting the ground hard. Hits a few hands, but ends up with the Leopards. Falcons getting back on defense. Leopards trying to work their way back into it. Down by 10. Over to Bolden. Bolden back inside to Ligonwell. As Ligonwell tried to go power down low again with the hook shot, and he does finally get it to fall. Finally getting the feel for that shot. Back within 8 is the Leopards. As going around the horn, and there goes Deshaun Vaughn stepping into it. Solly kicking it to the corner, loading it up. Distance shot. Couldn't finish. Rebound again. Looking for this shot, but a block down low by the height of the Leopards. As I believe Ligonwell got a piece of it. Checking in is going to be Cam Jaros, one of the forwards here. Stands at 6'5". Looking to battle down low with Ligonwell. As Sherwood to be inbounding. As Sherwood has to go to the back to get it to Vaughn. As Deshaun Vaughn able to keep possession at 3:33. Vaughn with Will Aljancic on him. Vaughn tries to go shake and bake, keeps the dribble over to Sherwood in the corner. Has to dribble it out to the wing. Sherwood gets the seam over to Jaros. Jaros with the mid-ranger up and in. Cam Jaros able to sink those mid-rangers, and if he's able to do that, bringing Ligonwell out of the paint will be huge for the Falcons. Back up by 10, go Fitch. Ligonwell inside to that corner, try to fight it to Aljancic. Aljancic with the shot up and in with the Falcons all around him. Nice finish by Aljancic. Underwood now. Aljancic is covering over to Vaughn. Vaughn steps into the top of the key, now out to Maley, back to Vaughn. Vaughn now with the step into the three, up and in! Deshaun Vaughn Jr. feeling it against the Leopards right now. Coach Siegfried can't believe it from Louisville as Leopards playing great defense, trying to match it. Oh, boy, he does. Will Aljancic with a 3 of his own, back within 8. Trading blows from distance here at 2:25 in the first half of play. Maley goes sideline, works it inside, back out. Underwood from the wing to the corner. Maley again dribbles back out, finds Vaughn. Vaughn couldn't stroke it in from there. Trying to get the rebound, getting it is Louisville. Out to Aljancic, strokes it again, distance shot. Couldn't get enough under it, back with the rebound though. Back out inside, Aljancic, what a pass with the foul as Will Aljancic. 10 points on the night for Aljancic as he will go to the line for an and one opportunity. Chance to cut this back within 5, 2 minutes to go.
Basket by Will Aljancic, who's good. Aljancic, he's at the line to shoot 1.
As Will Aljancic with the and one opportunity. That one no good, but a rebound for Ligonhole, losing the handle on it as Maley able to get a hold of it. Maley bringing it up now. Under 2 minutes in the first half of play. Sherwood just gets it back to Maley. Up by 6 are the Falcons, trying to extend this lead again as Maley dribbles in back out to Underwood. Screen set. Underwood has to kick it to the top of the key in Deshaun Vaughn. 90 seconds and ticking. Vaughn steps in, mid-range 2, up and in again, Deshaun Vaughn Jr. Heat check, and it is good. Up by 8 are the Falcons. Louisville. Will Aljancic almost stolen away by Vaughn. Working it inside. Ligonhole kicks it back outside to Roberts. And that one tipped by Vaughn. Great active hands tonight by the Falcons on defense. As checking in, Tyler Bolton has checked back in. Zach Seaman has checked out. Also, Bo Siegfried checking in. As Siegfried has the ball. Bo Siegfried, we're 60 seconds left in the first half. Siegfried tries to work it inside. And the shot up, couldn't finish. Rebound, Jaros down low. Gets it out to Sherwood. Nice defense on Ligonhole. As with the ball now, Underwood. 43 seconds and ticking. Holding the ball, Underwood now, trying to burn that clock. Over to Sherwood, back over to Underwood. Kicks it over to Deshaun Vaughn. As just passing around the horn right now are the Falcons. Getting pressured though, Will Aljancic trying to get the pressure in on him. Forcing him to run as getting it back out to Underwood and burning a decent amount of clock here are the Falcons. As they get it out to Sherwood again. Nice passing by Fitch here. 12 seconds back over to Vaughn. As 6 seconds and ticking, Vaughn tries to get past and a foul is called. They're going to call that one on Louisville. We'll see who it's on. And they're going to call it on Will Aljancic. And going to the line with the Falcons in the single bonus, it is Gianni Maley. Or excuse me, Deshaun Vaughn Jr., I should say. Vaughn, 12 points on the night, game's leading scorer. Evan Sali checking in for Cam Jaros, who's put in some quality minutes here in the second quarter of play, especially battling down low with Ligonhole. As Vaughn, first of 2 is up and in, trying to extend that Falcons lead to 10 before the halftime buzzer. 3.7 remain on the clock. Vaughn with his second of 2 in the end of and the 1-and-1 opportunity. As Deshaun Vaughn Jr.'s second free throw opportunity is up and good. As Vaughn has checked out, 3.7 left. Marcel Finkley has checked in. 10-point lead for the Falcons. Bolden to be inbounding. Bolden goes to that deep ball, goes to Aljancic, and a nice foul out of bounds. And they're going to keep it with the Leopards. Half a second remains on the clock as no foul called. Jaros has checked back in just to battle down low. as they go into Aljancic. Turnaround Jay, just not enough on it. Aljancic almost got that one up and in. The Austintown Fitch Falcons lead it 29-19 with a halftime break in between. Ty Bartel going to be along with you for the second half of play right after this halftime break on ysnlive.com.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you extra for your trade, and goes the extra mile for you. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the four words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
For a great vehicle and a great experience, come to Boardman Mitsubishi today. As always, our full lineup of Mitsubishi models comes with a standard 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Boardman Mitsubishi, your hometown Mitsubishi dealer since 1999.
Coca's Pizza, always supporting our community and our local athletes. Stop in on game day or score big and have it delivered right to your door. Check out our daily specials at cocaspizza.com. That's Coca's Pizza, we serve it hot.
At Hubbard Chevrolet, Hubbard can help you get the financing you need regardless of your situation. I'm Tony Page, and I've helped thousands of customers in Northeast Ohio and Western Pennsylvania buy a vehicle. Visit HubbardChevy.com to get pre-approved. Remember, folks, Hubbard can help.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local, independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats, because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Hello and welcome back, everybody. Start of the third quarter here on ysnlive.com as the Austintown Fitch Falcons are up 29-19 over the Louisville Leopards. They open up with possession as Deshaun Vaughn getting it over to Devin Sherwood. Has a lot of turnovers created by the Falcons in that first half of play. Really helped propel them for the lead as trying to bounce it in as another offensive board, that time by Roth. As Gianni Maley gets it over to Allen Underwood. Allen Underwood tries to find that seam, take it all the way. Nice move by Underwood. Another bucket for the Falcons. Up by 12 now is Fitch. Will Aljancic tries to run into that baseline, sideline I should say, now into Ligonhole. Oh, Aljancic got loose on the defense, found a seam and took advantage of it. Back within 10 are the Leopards. To the corner now, corner three, hoisted no good as Devin Sherwood trying to find it from distance. Oh, another transition bucket up and in that time by the Leopards and Chase Mullen. Back within 8 are the Leopards. As Louisville starting out with a run to start. As to Sherwood now finding Deshaun Vaughn. Vaughn splits the defense to the corner in Underwood. Underwood goes baseline. Underwood kicks it to Sherwood. Mid-ranger up. Couldn't find the bottom as rebounded by Maley out to Deshaun Vaughn Jr. Gonna reset. 6:23 and ticking, trying to get past Aljancic with the dribble moves out to Sherwood. Sherwood trapped now, has to get that one out and does get it out to Underwood. Allen Underwood tries to get baseline, couldn't quite do so, has to kick back out to Maley. Falcon trying to reset in that half court, have to get it up to Vaughn, and a lot of passages on the money so far by the Falcons in the first 2 and about quarter of a third quarter, as blocked there at the rim and ends up in the hands of the Leopards. Here comes Aljancic as Aljancic gets the foul called on him as he's trying to go up for the shot in the act of shooting. So Aljancic going to the line for a pair. He is at 12 points on the evening. As Will Aljancic, first of 2, is up and in. As A.J. Ligonhole has checked in. Devin Sherwood has checked out. Marcel Finkley has checked in. Will Aljancic lining up his second of 2. As the second one no good, Vaughn ends up with it. Able to get past the pressure and is bringing it up now. As Vaughn gets it over to that wing. As now to Maley, back over to Underwood. Underwood. And the Falcons passing primarily around that perimeter. And a traveling violation is called on Gianni Maley. As at 5:34, a turnover by the Falcons, sending it back to Louisville, down only by 3 possessions. As Tyler Bolden hand off to Aljancic. Aljancic gets it over to Holton. As Aljancic tries to go inside, battle his way down low, rebounded by Deshaun Vaughn Jr. As Vaughn bringing it up. Louisville sitting a lot more in a zone this one, as there goes Underwood getting trapped in there. Got to get it out to Vaughn as Vaughn tries to split it. Vaughn goes inside, couldn't finish. Joe Roth couldn't finish that one either, as another defensive board there by the Leopard, trying to run it in transition as they got to get it back out. Three-pointer up by Seaman, no good. Rebounded by Finkley. Finkley pushing the pace now on offense, tries to go all the way, and a foul is called on the Leopards in transition. And they're going to call that one on Tyler Bolden, as Bolden picks up foul number 3. And checking back in is going to be Bo Siegfried, you would think, presumably for Tyler Bolden, sitting at 3 fouls as Finkley misses his first of 2 attempts. As Bolden checks out, Bo Siegfried checks in for Louisville. And also A.J. Ligonhole checking in for Chase Mullen. Adding that size down low Finkley, second of 2 attempts, is up and good. Fitch goes back up by 8. That's bringing that pressure as both Siegfried and Leopard's trying to get it out. Bringing that trap out to Siegfried now. Works it over to the wing and Aljancic. Aljancic takes it from distance. Up and in for Will Aljancic. Hot shooting night for Aljancic. Back within 5 is Louisville. Louisville has yet to lead this game. 4:15 to go in the third. Out to Underwood. Underwood turns on the Jets, goes baseline, and it's out of bounds off of the Leopards.
Hey, 21!
As it's Marcel Finkley to be inbounding. Gets it to Deshaun Vaughn, trying to go shake and bake. And Seaman shot up, put it up and in. Deshaun Vaughn Jr. just killing it on offense, back up by 7. Ligonhole with the ball, looking for somewhere to go, gets it out to Siegfried, out to the wing. Seaman has it, finds that lane inside. Ligonhole with the single drop and send it back as another offensive foul. And they're going to call that one against Ligonhole as Ligonhole picks up his first on the offensive board. As Deshaun Vaughn Jr. getting that one out to himself as Vaughn gets it back to Maley, out to Finkley. Finkley tried to keep a handle on it. Louisville ends up with it, trying to run it back in transition. Bo Siegfried now has it. Siegfried getting picked up by Finkley inside Ligonhole. Trying to use his power on Roth. Nice move by Ligonhole, but couldn't finish it as it's going to be a jump ball called. Keep it with Louisville on alternating possessions. 3:19 remain in this third quarter of play. Fitch is up by 7. Cam Jaros has checked back in, as checking out is going to be Joe Roth. Bo Siegfried to be inbounding again. As Siegfried looking for the pass, goes up to Aljancic, who goes up to get it. Aljancic with Sherwood on him. Nice screen set by Ligonhole, but able to stay with it with Sherwood. As there it goes, Will Aljancic, and a foul is called on the floor. As the foul on the floor at 3:12 to go in the third. Louisville has kept possession. Siegfried looking for the pass. Looking for that opening, and it hits some bodies, and it goes out of bounds. Keep it with Louisville. As Underwood last touching it before it sends it out of bounds. Louisville again to be inbounding baseline. Going to go up to get it to the big man in Ligonhole. Ligonhole goes to the corner with Seaman. Another pass inside. Last touch. They're going to send it back to the Falcons. Say last touch that time by Louisville. 3:04 and ticking. Gianni Maley bringing it up. Will Aljancic picks him up. Maley goes to his left, kicks it out to Underwood. Underwood goes baseline, finishes it on the baseline. Back up by 9 go the Falcons. Quick hits on offense for Fitch. As we see Chase Mullen getting ready to check back in for the Leopards. At 2:40, Aljancic goes to the right, tries to get baseline. Jaros cuts him off, just backs up. Oh my goodness, Will Aljancic. Again from distance. Hot hand, 19 points for Aljancic. 2.5 to go. Back within 6 are the Leopards. Faking that 3 is Underwood, and in on the foul. Aljancic gonna pick it up on the reach-in. Being aggressive with defense, only his second. 3 fouls now in the half on the Leopards, 2 on the Falcons. As both teams been going very deep into their benches. We see Evan Sali checking in now, giving a bunch of different looks and really just keeping the Leopards on their toes. But same thing for Louisville as well, having to go deep into their bench in this one as well. As Maley with the ball over to Vaughn. Vaughn takes a distance shot, couldn't finish, tried to get the rebound, knocked loose off of the Leopards. And they're gonna keep it with Fitch. as Devin Sherwood to Underwood. Underwood drives baseline, up and in. No, they're going to call that one. They do call that one on the, no, they call that one in the act of shooting too. So Aljancic picks it up. That's 15 points now for Underwood. He will go to the line for an and one opportunity. Chance to go back up by 9. 16 points for Underwood. Also with 16, Deshaun Vaughn Jr. 2 players making up 32 of the 39 for Fitch. Up by 9 are the Falcons. And here comes Bo Siegfried. Siegfried coast to coast, couldn't finish. As fighting for the rebound, coming away with it are the Leopards. Shot up, couldn't finish it, but getting the foul. And will go to the line for 2. As we are under 2 minutes to go at 1:57. The Leopards now will go to the line for a pair. As the first free throw is up and good by the Leopards. And it's another 2-for-2 opportunity for the Leopards, back within 7 at 1:57 left in the third quarter of play. Underwood gets it over to Vaughn. Now finds Sherwood, back to Vaughn, back to Sherwood. Sherwood fakes the shot, drives inside, back out to Maley. Maley kicks it, Vaughn takes it, distant shot, up and in! You can't stop him tonight! Deshaun Vaughn Jr. extends the lead back to 10. 93 seconds and ticking in the third. As full court press back on. Back out Aljancic from distance. Oh, Aljancic almost rang that one in as that one up, and a foul called that time. And getting some more free throw attempts at the line are the Leopards. Good job drawing fouls down the stretch here is Louisville. They've now gotten Fitch into 4. More importantly, though, that is now 4. We look at number 2, Devin Sherwood. Has now 3 fouls on him. He's still a 3-point threat regardless, so getting him off the court, or having to get him off the court or watch him on defense and play a little bit later with him is going to be a challenge for the Falcons. As we see Will Aljancic checking out. Another free throw coming up for the Leopards, trailing by 9. And make it an 8-point deficit at 1:23. As Joe Roth checking back in. As Vaughn gets it into Underwood. Back to Vaughn. 1:20 in the game as Maley tries to find the seam, gets it to the corner, and Sherwood getting trapped down low, looking to go out, and they're going to call a timeout. 30-second timeout by Coach Beanie and the Falcons. We'll take a real quick timeout too, pay some bills. Be back right after this.
High-res futurecast shows steady snow for the next few hours.
Still just downright cold.
It is bitter out there.
Strong bands of lake effect snow.
Wind is kind of the big story today as well.
If you need a more detailed winter forecast on WFMJ.com and the Storm Tracker 21 app.
.71 seconds remains here in this third quarter of play with the Austintown Fitch Falcons leading by 8. They will have possession underneath their own basket baseline. As Sherwood looking to get that inbound, able to get it into Gianni Maley. As Maley ends up with it, 1:05. As Sherwood gets it back over to Maley, back to Sherwood. As a lot of passes around the perimeter. Again, Fitch, you got to think, trying to hold it for one of the last shots of the quarter. Trying to play the clock as much as they can. As it's 43 seconds and the Falcons continuing to burn clock off here for the Leopards as Back over and just swinging it in a triangle now are the Falcons. Back over to Vaughn. Under 30 seconds to Roth, now finding Maley. Maley gets it to Roth, now over to Vaughn. Vaughn from distance, up and in again. Deshaun Vaughn Jr. can't settle him down. Up by 11 are the Falcons. Incredible night by Deshaun Vaughn right now. Nothing slowing him down. Opposite corner, nice feed inside Ligonhole. Lost the handle on it, and he's going to get a foul called on his way up. And Devin Sherwood now picking up number 4. That's going to pose issues for the Falcons now as Sherwood in foul trouble. As Ligonhole going to the line for a pair at 3.2 seconds left in the third. As the first one from Ligonhole falls short off front iron. As Marcel Finkley going to have to check in for Sherwood now with 4 fouls. Ligonhole with another free throw at the line coming up. Dances around the rim, couldn't finish it, out of bounds. And they keep it with Louisville at 1.1. Will Aljancic checking back in. Got to watch out for those quick hits. Plenty of time on the clock to get it out to a shooter and get a shot off. As Bo Siegfried to be inbounding. Inside and losing the handle and out of bounds. They would have sent it with the Falcons. Doesn't matter, the end of the third quarter anyway. It's an 11-point Falcon lead. We got 8 minutes to go in this one, and we'll be back after this on ysnlive.com.
I enjoy the fact that I come to work every day. I'm proud of what I do, and I go home to my family, and I set a good example for my children. And to see that I'm able to help someone in the situation that I might have been in, it makes me feel really good about it. Take your time, make sure you're comfortable, so that way when you leave here saying, I'm not only happy about the car, I'm satisfied with my experience. I'm completely satisfied. I'm Greg Fonda, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
We have 8 minutes to go in this one. The Austintown Fitch Falcons leading it by 11 at 45-34 against the Louisville Leopards, as Fitch to open up with possession can look to try to salt the clock away if they can. As Deshaun Vaughn Jr. to be inbounding. And Vaughn gets it into Roth, gets it right back to Vaughn. Fitch opening up with possession here. Vaughn looking for a pass, gets it over to Gianni Maley. Maley tries to split the defense, kicks it over to Underwood. Underwood goes baseline, finds Roth to the corner. Finkley with the corner 3, up and in! Corner 3 up and in for the Falcons, and everything just seeming to go Fitch's way right now. Louisville trying to get a response here on offense. Bringing the pressure now is Bolden. Out to Aljancic. Oh, Aljancic again. Couldn't get that one as it goes off a back iron into the hands of Maley, keeping his dribble as Maley gets it out to Finkley with a nice pass. Finkley goes inside the lane, throws up a floater, couldn't finish. Nice rebound by the Leopards. Aljancic and Seaman with the ball running in transition out to Bolden. Bolden makes that pass to the corner and Mullen inside. Ligonhole powering his way down low. Got the shoulder in front of Roth, and it was too late at that point. Back within 12 are the Leopards, and there's a whistle blown, and it looks to be a foul called on Bolden. As number 4 for Tyler Bolden, as Bo Siegfried going to have to check back in. As Gianni Maley with the ball now. Maley gets it to Finkley, now to the corner. Underwood goes baseline, and he's going to get the foul called on the shot. Going up with it, he'll get 2 free throw attempts now at the line. Chance to work their way into this lead some more. Fitch. Has Allen Underwood, first of two, does fall a little bit short. As Underwood with 16 on the night. He's the second leading scorer in the Falcons department, as Deshaun Vaughn Jr. with 22 on the night. Make it 17 for Underwood and make it a 13-point lead for the Falcons. Siegfried gets it in and trying to work it to that corner Seaman. Finding Ligenhole on the baseline, and he was wide open for the shot. Chase Mullen takes the bunny down low and converts. Back within 11 are the Leopards. Pressure back on as Deshaun Vaughn losing the handle on it. Keep it with the Falcons. Yes. AJ Ligenhole checking out for the Leopards. Has had to go into the backcourt to get it to Roth. Back to Vaughn now. Deshaun Vaughn stepping into it. Couldn't finish that shot. Rebounded by Mullen. Out to Bo Siegfried, bringing it up now. As Bo Siegfried out to Will Aljancic. Aljancic works his way inside, and a little too handsy with the defense there was Maley. They're going to call him on it at 6:06 in the fourth and final quarter of play. As now both teams with 6 fouls. Next one for either team defensively puts them in the single bonus. Bo Siegfried to be inbounding. Still time for Louisville to work their way back into this one. Needing to put together some clean offensive possessions as Aljancic dances in the lane, tries to finish it, but will get a pair of free throws at the line. He has been stellar tonight, folks, as Will Aljancic again. Opportunity. 19 points on the evening for Aljancic. Chance to get himself into the 20-point threshold at exactly 6 minutes left to go in the game. As Aljancic does sink the first of two and brings the Falcon lead to just 10. That's now a 20-point game for Aljancic. Second one dances around, going for the rebound, and a foul called over the back on the Leopards. And send it back to the Falcons as Braden Grosick picks it up, and that's team foul number 7, which has ultimately put the Falcons in the single bonus, as Deshaun Vaughn Jr. will shoot a 1-and-1 now for Fitch. As only a tick came off the clock at 5:59 now. Deshaun Vaughn Jr. now with a 1-and-1 opportunity. And that one does miss, and a key miss at that for the Falcons, and going for the steal, but a little too handsy. That time is Vaughn, and picking it up is Deshaun Vaughn. And that is foul number 2 for Vaughn. And it's going to be a 1-and-1 on the other side. As we see Will Aljancic. First one does dance around the rim and falls through. Important to bring them back within a single-digit deficit. As the Leopards trying to inch their way back into this one. 2 of 2 opportunity and a 1-and-1 chance for Aljancic. As Finkley gets it over to Vaughn. Now back over to Finkley as a whistle is blown, and they're going to call the foul that time. And Chase Mullen.
Shooting a 1-and-1 for the Falcons.
As Mueller with the foul checks out. Finkley goes to the line. 8 fouls apiece for each team. Finkley with a 1-and-1. First one is good for Finkley. Gets that lead back up to 9 for the Falcons. Another free throw Two up for Finkley after converting the first and a 1-and-1. And it's a 2-for-2 trip on the other end. A lot of free throws happening in just 13 seconds of gameplay. As Siegfried gets it in to Bolden. Bolden into Aljancic. Aljancic holding on to it, tries to go to his left. Got the seam he was looking for. What a move by Aljancic. 24 points for him now. And that one trying to go with a no-look pass. And inside, losing the handle. Aljancic gets it to Underwood, now to Deshaun Vaughn. Trying to kick it quickly as a mistimed play there. In transition, Bolden finishes it in transition as the Falcons now only lead by 6. As Finkley getting fast, goes sideline and gonna get fouled on that. And they're gonna call that one as Gross, as Finkley will go to the line for 2 more, or 1-and-1, excuse me. 9 fouls now committed by the Leopards. Next one will put the Falcons in the double bonus where they will be shooting 2. As the first on the 1-and-1 is good for Finkley as it extends the Falcons lead back up by 7 as Finkley now with 7 of his own on the night. And gonna just have 7. Aljancic bringing it up. Down by 7 are the Leopards, under 5 minutes to go. As Siegfried gets it to Aljancic, now finds Bolden. Now Aljancic again, distance. Oh my goodness! Will Aljancic, the distance shot, 27 points on the evening. 4:44 left to go in the fourth. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
Welcome back, everybody. Ty Bartell joining you along in this one. We got 4:44 left to go at Austintown Fitch High School. The Austintown Fitch Falcons leading this one 52-48 on the Louisville Leopards, as the Leopards, though, have been trimming into the lead. Will Aljancic is a man amongst boys, 27 points on the night for number 1 on Louisville. Big game for him as he's been able to keep his team in this one, especially with those perimeter shots. As Gianni Maley has to get it in to Deshaun Vaughn Jr. Tried to go with the steal. Oh, Vaughn slipped him. Tried to go inside as Sherwood lost the handle on it. As Sherwood has to get it out to Vaughn, back out to Maley. As the pass goes inside cross court as Sherwood finds the baseline, tries to put it up, and a foul is called. 2 foul shots coming up for Sherwood. As now the Falcons have entered into the double bonus. Every foul called defensively now will result in 2 free throws for Fitch. As Louisville not too far off from that on their fouls as well. 8 fouls on the Falcons, so just a couple out from the double bonus themselves. Fitch needing to make free throws down the stretch now as they have the opportunity. Second one does find the bottom. Back up by 5 are the Falcons. As Bo Siegfried bringing it up. Alan Underwood on him. As Siegfried trying to get that seam, gets it out to Bolden. Bolden gets it back. Bolden from distance. Bolden up and in! As the comeback efforts continue for the Leopards with 4 minutes left. And getting that one into Sherwood. Sherwood losing the handle, heading up with it, and it's going to be a jump ball. And the alternating possession does keep it with Louisville. As the Falcons with some turnovers down the stretch As this time, Tyler Bolden to inbound. Zach Seaman gets the ball, bringing it up now for Louisville. 3:50 and ticking, losing the handle on it, goes out of bounds. They're going to keep it with Louisville. 3:45 left. 3:46, I should say, in the game. Louisville to inbound, gets it out. Aljancic, extra pass to Bolden. Bolden finding Siegfried. Siegfried tries to get the seam, down by 2, just 2. Three-pointer hoisted, no good. Rebounded back to Aljancic as the foul is called, and gonna go to the line for a chance to tie now, as checking in is Charlie Roberts and Chase Mueller.
That's his first foul, number 10 at the line. Shooting 2 for Louisville, number 1, Will Jansen. Louisville lineup, number 13, Chase Miller, and number 5, Charlie Roberts.
As Will Aljancic, 1-and-1 opportunity coming up. Down by 2 are the Leopards. Free throws big coming up as that one is missed. Roth comes away with it and taking it away with the shot. Couldn't finish it, out of bounds, send it to the Falcons. As Deshaun Vaughn gets it in to Gianni Maley. Maley over to Vaughn. Vaughn finds Maley, trapping him, and Maley trying to get around the pressure. Finds Sherwood into Roth. Roth tried to get that one to Underwood and hits a few bodies. And a timeout was called by Coach Siegfried and the Louisville Leopards. Going to be a 30-second timeout as possession goes to the Leopards. We'll take a timeout here as well on ysnlive.com.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Welcome back, everybody. Louisville with possession, down by 2, 3 minutes to go. Bolden gets it into Siegfried, now to Seaman. Seaman back to the corner, and Will Aljancic now under 3 to go. Clock becoming a factor for both teams, and it is going to be a full timeout now called by the Leopards after just a few seconds tick off of the clock, as the Leopards with their full timeout. As with the full timeout, we'll also gonna just take one more break here as pay some more bills and thank our sponsors on ysnlive.com.
For a great vehicle and a great experience, come to Boardman Mitsubishi today. As always, our full lineup of Mitsubishi models comes with a standard 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Boardman Mitsubishi, your hometown Mitsubishi dealer since 1999.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. We don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience.
Welcome back, everybody, here on YSNLive.com as the Austintown Fitch Falcons leading this one by 2. Louisville with possession, just tied the game up at 53 apiece. As now it becomes a race with 2:35. Losing the hander, Will Aljancic, and the Leopards with their first lead of the game here in the 4th. As Deshaun Vaughn tries to go all the way as it was blocked, losing the handle into the hands of the Leopards. As here comes Bolden. As back over to Aljancic. Aljancic drives inside, push off, shot up and in. Aljancic taking over. As there goes Underwood. Underwood goes inside, and it is a foul on the floor. 2 free throws coming out of it for Underwood. Down by 4 now are the Falcons. As they call foul. As they call that one on Tyler Bolden, and that would be a foul out for Bolden. As Tyler Bolden does foul out now, and checking in was Mueller. At a minute 53, pair of free throws coming up now, and a missed free throw for Underwood. As Marcel Finkley has ready to check back in for Fitch. And the second one is good, brings this to just a 1-possession lead for the Leopards. Will Aljancic
Chase, you gotta help. You gotta help.
to be inbounding. Gets that one in. They're Gross as Aljancic trapped in that backcourt. As Gross has to hand it off to Siegfried. As Siegfried trying to bring the double team into that corner. Aljancic with it. Aljancic tries to get that seam, works it inside. Couldn't finish, able to get the rebound though. Are the Leopards back out? Gets it to Siegfried, extra pass. Minute 25 and ticking. Aljancic with it. Picking him up is Gianni Maley. Almost a steal and ends up with the steal. Deshaun Vaughn, coast to coast finish. Back within 1 are the Falcons. As the Leopards with another costly turnover allow the Falcons to get back within 1. Almost stolen away on that one as it does go out of bounds. And keep it with the with the Leopards rather at 62 seconds. Up by 1. As AJ Ligonhole has checked in. As they get it up to Ligonhole. Out to Seaman now, 60 seconds and ticking. Bo Siegfried with it. Running the sideline. Looking for a pass. Gets it into Ligonhole. Ligonhole looking to go somewhere goes Bo Siegfried. As Finkley goes inside and fouls Siegfried, I believe, as that would result in 2 free throws. As going to be a game of free throws here. 47.6. Fitch trying to pull off the upset victory over the Louisville Leopards. Bo Siegfried to the line now, shooting 2. Big scorer Will Aljancic, 31 points for the Leopards here tonight. And the first one, a big miss at that for Bo Siegfried. As Cam Jaros has checked in to battle down low with Ligonhole for the rebound. Getting ready to shoot his second. Fitch student section getting loud. Second free throw attempt is good. It's a 2-point lead for the Leopards. As Underwood bringing it up now. 40 seconds and ticking. Underwood tries to go inside. Underwood puts it up and a block by Will Aljancic. Losing the handle on it. Looking for the travel shot up and in 30 seconds and ticking as here comes Marcel Finkley down at the other end. Here goes Underwood, tries to work it inside. Underwood off the glass, couldn't finish. Rebounded. Underwood tries to get the foul, couldn't get the call. No call at that as the ball stolen away for Finkley. Gets it over to Deshaun Vaughn. Sean puts it up from distance, couldn't finish. Rebounded, stolen away. No, a foul from the back. And the Leopards going to come away with the comeback victory here in Austintown, Ohio, as they will escape the jaws of the Falcons, almost coming away with an upset, as the Leopards now with 5.6 looking to salt this one away. As that first one misses for Zach Seaman. As Seaman now, 5.6, getting ready for his second of two. That one misses. Rebounded by Underwood, who takes it from distance. Couldn't finish it. Clock expires, and the Leopards complete the comeback on the Falcons by a final score of 60-56. As the Louisville Leopards now will go to 4-1 on the season. The number 7 ranked team in YSN will stay likely right there going into next week and may be able to jump. Fitch will go to 2-4 on the season with another heartbreaking loss here at home, trying to figure out things in the fourth quarter and finish it out. Next time you want to catch Louisville, it will be versus Boardman, as they will stay within the AAC, as they will battle with the Spartans home in a Friday matchup December 17th at 7 p.m. Other side of things, Fitch will be at Massillon, Washington, also on Friday, December 17th at 7 p.m. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in and watching this broadcast of YSN Live Basketball. To our proud owners, both DJ Yoakley and Brian Scott, who are able to bring this game to each and every person unable to make it in attendance tonight. To our GM, Steve Leslie, who with his work with YSU Football and Bobstein Park Baseball, as well as YSNLive.com, Mahoning Valley and YSN would truly not know what to do without Steve Leslie, and so we thank him. But most importantly, to all of you who tuned in and helped support these kids, these schools, and these communities, you guys are really and truly what YSN Live is all about, and so we thank you. If you were tuning in from afar, supporting your Louisville Leopards from the Louisville area, we of course say hello and welcome you into the broadcast. If you are supporting your Austintown Fitch Falcons right here in Austintown, we of course say hello to you as well, or wherever you may be in high school basketball. This is Ty Bartel bidding you all a farewell and a good night, everybody.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.